Hello everybody, a very warm welcome back to the Bernabeu. Real Madrid host FC Bayern in the Westie TV Champions League tonight. It's a big one, a top of the table clash. Real Madrid 3 points clear, Bayern looking to climb back into the top four. But it's oh so tight at the top, really tight at the minute. Bayern knocked out of the top four after defeat to Paris Saint-Germain last time out. Real Madrid 3 points clear at the top. Anything could happen tonight. Here we go then. Well, Real Madrid. A couple of changes since their last game, with Federico Valverde taking the captain's armband tonight. Courtois, Carreras, Rudiger, Militao, Alexander-Arnold in the back four. Tchouaméni and Valverde in the midfield with Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. Mbappe leads the line up front for Real Madrid and looking to try and score against Bayern for the second time in 2 weeks. Well then, Real Madrid's looking exciting in this competition. 3 points clear at the top. It's looking like they could win this league stage completely on their own. Bayern in the meantime out the top five, or top four, sorry, where they were so comfortable for the first 7 match days, leading the table, but the form's dipped a little bit. Tonight it's key for them to come back. Manuel Neuer takes the captain's armband again. Davies, Tar, Upamecano and Konrad Laimer in the back four. Keep an eye for Alphonso Davies on the left-hand side. Goretzka and Kimmich in the midfield with Diaz, Musiala, Elise and Harry Kane after scoring against Real Madrid here at the Bernabeu last week in the UEFA Champions League returns. Well then, it's a big night for Madrid, a big night for Bayern. Will there be more points clear at the end of tonight, or will it be honours shared even? A gap brought down at the top of the table. Well, there is excitement, especially for Liverpool, Barca and City, if Bayern can do the job tonight too. Close up that gap, it really brings them into perspective. Here's Musiala. Michael Elise. Kimmich finding Luis Diaz. Harry Kane's on offside. Never mind. It's those things as a commentator, you think he's onside, but he's actually not. I mean, that's pretty stonewall. But of course, Liverpool play the FBC 5 tomorrow night at Anfield. Manchester City go visit Wimbledon this week. And Barcelona host Paris Saint-Germain. Don't forget as well, we've got Azzy Lions versus Bucks FC, the big derby this week. There's Vinicius Jr. whipping it in for Mbappe. Jonathan Tah heads clear. Of course, Marseille versus Manchester United. Francois Collet versus Elliot West. Don't want to miss that one. Tale as old as time. Here on Westie TV, that fixture. Here's Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Jr. on the ball, hitting it, and Manuel Neuer having to palm over with a good save. Well, Vincent Kompany's really revolutionised this Bayern team, especially after Bayern lost the title, the grip on that title with Bayer Leverkusen a few seasons ago now. Rodrigo whipping it in for Rudiger. Neuer makes the save. Not sure he had to make it, but a touch on it would have been useful to stop it going around the far post, but, well, close one for Madrid. Here's Valverde with the corner for Madrid. Bellingham short. Valverde into the box for Antonio Rudiger. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the ball now. Here's Eder Militao. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Upamecano in the way. Alexander-Arnold! Oh, side netting. Close, but no cigar for Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's Goretzka. Luis Diaz. Alphonso Davies into Leon Goretzka again. Harry Kane's on the ball. Played over to Diaz. Now here's Musiala on the run for Bayern. Musiala finding Elise. There we go. Bayern lead as they did a week ago. And Michael Elise, once again, the Frenchman, scores for Bayern. It was excellent from Jamal Musiala to work it in. I think it's Luis Diaz who gets wiped out in the box by Rudiger. That wouldn't have been a penalty, but referee did so well to play that on. Courtois furious of his defence. And so, as the tail of the tape shows, Real Madrid are behind at Bayern again at home. Well, the Bernabeu is a fortress, and it's a... We do have the second leg of the quarter-finals this week in the UEFA Champions League. Here's Vinicius Junior. Played back to Federico Valverde. Trying to play it past Goretzka. Goretzka beats him. Davies on a lot of pressure now. Here's Bellingham. Luis Diaz. He hounded the back by Vinicius Junior, who's very far out of position. Bayern have it and now give it away to Real Madrid. Elise keeps it in. Good work from the Frenchman. Musiala. Elise into Kane. Here's Musiala. Played off for Luis Diaz. 2. Well, he scored at the Bernabeu last week. He scores again this week. And Bayern are really trying to close the gap in the Westie TV Champions League now. Just too nice and easy maybe for Bayern. Real Madrid really allowing them in. And the new Galacticos are really starting to struggle. This is a heavyweight affair, this fixture, but you don't see it going this way so soon. Goretzka played into Kane. Great play from Bayern now. And now Luis Diaz can run, and he's stretched Real Madrid really quite thin. Look at them all scrambling to get back. Kane. Musiala. Diaz! Oh, Courtois to tip it over. There's more theatrics than... theatrics than reactives than Thibaut Courtois there. Well, Real Madrid don't don't waver their support, do they? Here's Diaz. Elise. Musiala on the edge of the area. Tar plays it into Elise, who's broken through. Correas gets there again. Vinicius Junior skips past one. Upamecano blindsided by Mbappe. Thrown to the ground. It's not what ideally you want. And there we go. Half time here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid behind at the break, and well, it has been a slow day for Jude Bellingham. And one of the main creators, the number 5, formerly held by Zinedine Zidane. Well, it's not been quite like a Zidane performance from Bellingham today. Real Madrid 0, Bayern 2, half-time here at the Bernabeu. Here we go then, second half underway here at the Bernabeu, and Real Madrid are behind here at home. If you skipped ahead and you've come to see what it's like at half-time, then, well, there's your answer. Real Madrid not in the best of the races here at all. Elise Elise played into Vinicius Jr. by Real Madrid. Bellingham's now on the ball. Jude Bellingham played into Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Meccano gets in the way. Luis Diaz. Alphonso Davies into Leon Goretzka. Valverde into Vinicius. Bellingham's now looking for his pass. Valverde ran into traffic and now Musiala concedes the foul. Valverde chipped forward. Poor ball. Really poor ball by Real Madrid. And I really do mean it that this is not Real Madrid at the races today. Bayern playing into Kane. Musiala. Joshua Kimmich. Bellingham. Played up forward for Mbappe, and Jonathan Tah will deal with that expertly. Goretzka. Kimmich into Goretzka again. Musiala. Clever ball. Luis Diaz. Kane! Brilliant! Harry Kane has another at the Bernabeu. And another to his Westie TV Champions League goal tally. What a tremendous goal that is. Musiala's pass. Diaz's flick on. Kane's finish on the first time as well is superb. Brilliant from Bayern. Silky football. And well, with this win, it brings them back within 2 points of Real Madrid. Real will slowly probably be starting to sweat at the fact Liverpool will go probably above them at the end of this week. If Liverpool beats, of course, the FBC 5 tomorrow night, there's every chance that they might be held by them. You never know. Rodrigo whipped into Mbappe. Oh, tried the bicycle kick, but it wasn't quite there. We've actually never had a bicycle. We've probably not had a bicycle kick since Griezmann's one. A couple of years back. It was last year's actually goal of the year that Griezmann had his flick on. Musiala. Kimmich to Davies. Joshua Kimmich. Davies to Goretzka. Valverde playing the ball out, and now Mbappe. Well, it's not really been working, this forward ball to Mbappe tonight. He's just left a bit stranded, isn't he? With those back two. Conrad Laimer. Musiala played in from Elise. This is just such nice play from Bayern. Goretzka, Musiala. Handball, penalty, Bayern. The day gets bad from bad to worse, to even worse for Real Madrid. And yet, unnatural position. Camavinga comes on for Aurelien Tchouameni. Nicholas Jackson comes on for Harry Kane. Michael Elise for another tonight. Brilliant from Bayern. 4-0. A well-dispatched penalty. And Michael Elise has a second on the night here at the Bernabeu. It's perfect. Perfectly slotted away penalty from the Frenchman. They have it for... Well, I don't think we've seen a beating at the Bernabeu this bad in quite a few years. Musiala comes off, and I think that is Rafael Guerreiro who's come on. starting to see actually around the stadium, and you've known the historic Real Madrid sacking moments. You can see the white handkerchief starting to come out in the end. But Alvaro Arbeloa, that's not good at all. 2 losses to one of... Well, I know it's the best Bayern team we've seen in a long time here. They are always very, very good. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Luis Diaz shrugged off. Nicholas Jackson trying to play it through. Elise, Kimmich, Jackson, Guerrero. Luis Diaz trying to turn. Goretzka's there, and Courtois, a good stop. But it's not going to hide the failures today of Real Madrid. You can hear the boos ring out around the Bernabeu. This is shocking. They play again on Wednesday. But Bayern stormed to 4-0 here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid hanging their heads. Michael Elise, what a night he's had. 2 goals have sent Bayern closer to back into the top 4. More excitement to come than this week. Real Madrid 0, FC Bayern 4.